and welcome. In this video, we will talk about service and background receive in Android O and a previous version. So, first of all, what we mean by service and what we mean by background receive. When you have a specific task and you want this task to happen in background for a long time, what you will do? You need service, and we will discuss in details how to implement service. That's mean like think about you have a news app, and this news app need to read from HTTP every 15 seconds to check a new news that coming in the server. So you need service that working in background. Even if someone close your application, still that service working. You need a lot, for example, tracking location or whatever. What about broadcast receive? There is a broadcast event happen in the system. Like whenever a message come to the phone, there is broadcast event happen in the system. Android OS send a broadcast event saying, hey, we have SMS coming. This SMS coming, he add all this information inside intent. He say, hey, this message coming from that person with this data or whatever. Or for example, when any call coming to your phone. So there is a broadcast event happen. Also there is intent, send it through the system, and that intent have the caller phone or whatever, so you could do like a block list application. So background receive, it's something like related to broadcast event that happen in the system. And you want your application to have ability to access to this broadcast event. You may use a broadcast event that happen in the system, like as I told you, like SMS or phone call, or maybe the boot when your phone start up, or you could define your custom background receive. You could define your specific background receive and you listen to it, and we'll implement it in the details. But these two things have some changes in Android O version and previous version, and I will show you what the changes. And you have to know these changes because you need your application to support Android O, and sometimes you need your application to support the previous version, unless the Android O will not, for now, for example, it will only have 1% from the market, while lollipops still have more than 70% from the market. So for sure you want to target the most people. Your goal is not to target only the new. You need to target both. So you need to know both. You need to know how to work with Android O, and also you need to know how to work with the previous versions. So first of all, one of the most problem that Android had for all years is the Android battery. The Android battery, it's cooling like so fast. If you use an Android application, you see in 2 or 3 hours, this batteries get cooled. So Android teams start working and thinking about how they could improve this battery and allow it to stay alive for a long time. So you know what I mean. You know what you think now. Same thing what Android developer or Android team think to do the changes. So the changes that Android team decided to do, say, hey, there is a service running in background for a long time. We have to prevent this thing. So to give better life battery, or there is broadcast event, we need to save personality, and that is exactly what happened in Android O. So let we start with background service, and we said before a few minutes, we talked a few minutes about background service. It's something happen in background. You want to listen to the news, or you want to get user location and send to the server, or whatever. You have to know you have to have two things now for background service. If you want to target in your application the previous versions, like the versions before Android O, the service is still running in background without any problem, and it will continue running in background for a long time, and you will not have any problem. But if you target your application if you want your application to target Android O, you have to know the service will not run for a long time in background. So if your application working and you have your application foreground, like what I mean by foreground, I mean someone open your application and explore something, and you have service working, that's totally okay. Still your service working. If by any chance you click home, that is mean your service goes to background, start working in background. In this case, Android will give your application specific time, then he will call this service. So one thing you have to know it, Android will not allow to the service to run for a long time. It gives it specific time, then it get called. So to save the battery time, the battery life. So now in Android for sure your battery will stay for long because you will not allow any background service to continue working. So you have to know in your application you need to target both versions. You say, hey, if this version before, for example, if this device have a version before Android O, use service. If this device is using Android O, now we have option in Android O. In Android O, we cannot do service for a long time. But in some cases, we need to do something for a long time, like application for tracking location or whatever. So what is something else Android give us to use? Android give us two things. One of them is job scheduler. It is something APIs in Android. You say, hey, I have this job and I want this job to execute at 10:15 a.m. So, and this job will be saved, or this command will be saved in Android O. Whenever 10:12 come, the Android, or 10:15, sorry, Android OS will say, hey, there is a job, let me send it. He will send this job to your application, and your application will execute this job. So here you have guarantee 100% this job will run. How you do it? How you make it? The job scheduler will work as a service. You could schedule the job, for example, every 10 minutes to fire up. So if you do it every 10 minutes, it will look like a service. So make sure, for example, you want every 10 minutes send user location. So every 10 minutes you run job, and that's okay. But the problem here, you cannot make it run continuous. Also, same thing, you could use Alaram Manager. You could use it to repeat events by sending alarm every like 15 minutes and read it, the data to inside your application. So this is the changes that happen in background and service. What about the GPS? GPS with Android O, you have limit read number from the GPS value. So if your application in foreground, that means user open your application like Google Map, you still have unlimited access to GPS value. While if your application goes to background, you have limit number of access to the GPS, then you cannot read anymore. In Android O, I mean. But if the previous version before Android, that's totally okay. You still be able to read all GPS value whenever you are foreground or you're in background. So the idea here, they give you limit number for reading of the GPS when your application be in background in Android O. And sometimes if there is if you exceed your limit, so you use it all your limit for GPS, but still there is an application running in background who is using the GPS value, your application still could use the value that read by other application. So if the value is read already, your application, if it's working in background, you still be able to read that data. So now you have to think here in this point. You say, hey, if I'm targeting my application for device like before Android O, so that's okay. I still be able to read GPS unlimited time. If I'm targeting Android O, I have to know I have limit number of access if my application goes to background. So keep this your mind when you develop application, specific application. Now, what's the else? We have something named background and receive. We talked before seconds about background receive. Background receive is something happen in background and you want to receive it. As I told you, like some event happen in the system and you want to receive it, like incoming call or SMS or whatever happen in the system or the device put up. So if you want to target the devices before Android O, you have to make sure you could use most, or still you will able to before Android O, still you'll be able to use like by calls, SMS, many events that happen in the system. You still be able to listen to that events. If your application target Android O, you have to now you are limited. You are not able now to access to calls. You are not able to access to SMS. You are not able to access to many things. Only 3 things you could access to it in Android O. Boot completed, like that mean whenever your phone is a startup, you could define background service that listen to startup to make your job scheduled or your alarm work, and that you will see it later on when you will see how we make application working with the system. We use this event, or local change, or USB device attached whenever some device attached. So on Android O, you could listen only to this 3 broadcast events that happen in the system, in addition to your broadcast event. While in devices before Android, you could listen to anymore, to listen to all the broadcast events. So this is all the point that I want to tell you. Make sure your application support both. Like whenever you define application, make sure you are support in your code support devices before Android O, and you support devices in Android O. Otherwise, your application will not work on all devices. So at this point, what I want to show you in this video, and thank you for watching, and see you next.